There are some important aspects in a video game which makes it popular. Things like the story of the game, the characters, and the thing which is prioritized above everything, graphics. In recent times, above everything a game ever needs, graphics has been placed very high. When God of War was released on PSP, we thought this was the highest technology a man could ever reach. The graphics, the mechanics, and everything about those games makes them memorable even to this day. I am not complaining about the graphics of the recent games. Well, there are some games with the right amount of graphics and the perfect story. It's about where you set the line of whether prioritizing the importance of the story or just making it more realistic to cover up the shitty story. Even if the graphics and the story of the game are well balanced, these games are still shitted on because of the high standards set by the recent AAA games like God of War 2018 and The Last of Us, which would rather be better showed as a movie than be played because of the boring gameplay. Like indie game developers have to work their asses off on thinking how to make the game more realistic as possible rather than how the story should be. For example, I would take Puppet Combo, a game developing company, which shows my point in the best way. Most of the people like their games for the uncanny and weird graphics. No matter how realistic a game would be, I for one would not be standing in one place looking at the realistic grass and be like, oh great heavens, this grass looks really nice in this game. This standard has put the developers into a mindset to fully focus on the game's graphics even though it takes time, and not work on what makes the game actually fun and playable, the goddamn gameplay. It truly isn't the fault of developers. Well, they are forced to make the game more and more realistic by the shareholders of the company because they truly give zero fucks about the
I have no knowledge of any of this. This is so bizarre.
game and are only here for the money. The only people who care about the game are you dumb fucks. Well, come on people, stop caring about the goddamn graphics and for a moment, enjoy the various type of games you're missing out on just because you can't see the nose hair of your favorite character. A lot of the fan base of the original franchise, which has been playing it since it got released, would not be able to access newer games released due to not having the hardware required to run this game unless you're a die-hard fan who is willing to spend 2 to 3,000 on a PC just for the game. As the game gets more and more realistic, they become less accessible. I would rather play a game which is compatible to my old gen PC than spend thousands of dollars just for a photorealistic experience.